Hello 343. My name's Aaron, and I've been a Halo fan for the last decade, like many of your fans. And I just wanted to talk to you about the general state of your game right now. This isn't the Halo we grew up with. This isn't the Halo we know. And I think a lot of that could be attributed to the market success of COD and trying to keep up with the Joneses. But at the same time, you had this amazing synergy from the rest of the series. Everything kind of flowed together, and you messed with that. And I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm not saying that you guys didn't. I mean, 3 years you had to put together an entire studio. There was a lot on your plate, and I understand that. But there's so much that needs to be fixed for this to be the game that we love. And I honestly, I don't know if it will bring back the numbers that you had at launch. What was it, 40,000, something like that? No, not 40,000. It's 40,000 now, but 400,000 people concurrent on launch day, and then you lost, gosh, what was it, a quarter of it. I'm not saying you can bring those back if you make the changes that the community is asking for. What I'm saying is that you need to keep the fans that are still here and that have been here happy. We're not the easiest to please. Nobody knows that better than I do. But we need to get back to Halo's roots. This doesn't feel like Halo. It doesn't. And that hurts. This entire community has been hurting this entire time. And it comes out in these diatribes and these nastygrams, if you'll want to call them, and between the Halo Council and Waypoint, and our community is hurting right now. It's not that we don't. It's because we want to play your game. It's not that we don't want to play your game. And all of this is just spilling out, and we've tried and tried and tried to make you see this, but you just seem so dead set on just keeping things as is. I mean, steady as she goes. It doesn't. I appreciate the fact. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm really not. I appreciate Team Throwdown. It's excellent. Ghost has been doing fantastic work with the community on that, and now with the new Unity settings coming up on Halo Council, which you guys should take a very close look at. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful because the last few months you have been working with us. What I'm trying to say is that it's not enough. Right now, it is not enough, and there needs to be more changes. If not for Halo 4, then for Halo 5. There needs to be changes, and one of those, I think, is Sprint. Sprint needs to go bye-bye, or at least with Halo 4, at least give us a play, maybe in Team Throwdown, or maybe in just like a classic playlist. Give us no Sprint. Please give us no Sprint. Kill times. Kill times need to be faster. Right now, I understand that everybody's scared of the DMR, but it's not a big baddie. I have played Halo 1. I have seen the pistol, and I have seen that it is good. It was, what, a 0.6 kill time if you did it correctly on 3-shot? Kill times need to be faster, because right now we might as well be running around with Nerf guns shooting each other in the butt. I mean, it's about that effective. And again, I'm saying this as a fan that, and it's not that I haven't given this game time. Over the last 6 months since launch, working 40-hour weeks, I've put 9 days and 12 hours into this game. Most of that in competitive. And then I'll go back and I'll play Reach's No Bloom, No Sprint. And it feels like Halo. That feels like Halo. I have to go back to one of the worst reviewed games in Halo history to get a Halo experience. And that just doesn't seem right to me. I love the Halo franchise. I am loyal to the Halo franchise. Therefore, I am loyal to you, 343. I'm loyal to you. And I say this with my stupid gunners and my big headphones and my eyes bugging out of their head. But I am loyal to you. But you need to listen to your community. Frankie, you're wrong about ranks. You're wrong. The Halo community wants their ranks. Casual players will not be scared off. You need to balance your game around the highest levels of play, and the casuals will come. I can hop into StarCraft right now, and I don't know a Zergling from a friggin' Firebat, but I could go in there and I could have fun and I could build bunkers all over the place and I could fill them with all sorts of Marines and do badly and have fun. Why? Because that is balanced around the highest level of competitive play. Therefore, I am having the same amount of fun as someone who plays in the MLG or plays in the Korean leagues or whatever. Because it's balanced around that high bar. There needs, like right now, we're balanced around the casuals. And I appreciate the fact that you're trying to bring new people into the fold. I appreciate that, but it's not working. Stop. Stop. You're doing it wrong. Again, I hope you can see that I'm coming from a place of being a longtime fan. Much of the last 10 years of my life has been spent with Halo. Some of my best memories from age 14 up to now. Here I'm 24, almost 25 this month, and I'm still playing this game hoping to get those same feelings back, and I'm not. And I think a large part of that has to do with the fact that this game is not balanced. It's not balanced correctly, and there's so much wrong with it, and you are not listening. You need to listen to us. You don't know everything. You're still a new studio. You don't. You know what this community has been telling you, and I don't know how long it takes to implement these things. I have a very basic knowledge of computer programming and UI programming, not AI. That'd be different. No, that'd be single player. Anyway, moving forward. I don't know how long this stuff takes, but it shouldn't take this long. You have threads upon threads upon threads upon novels of stuff that the community has asked you to implement, and it just feels like you're plugging your ears. I would plug my ears, but my ears are already covered, and going, nah, I can't hear you, Infinity Slayer. I mean, right after Team Throwdown launched, right after, and it was beautiful and it was wonderful. Right after that, you go into you go into Capture the Flag, and you wreck it. You wreck it with Infinity stuff. Stop it. That was my one other playlist that I could go into and try to pretend that I'm playing an earlier Halo game. That was my one playlist, and you ruined it. You put Exile in a 5v5. Why? Your game has had the 4v4 format down. Not your game, but the series has had the 4v4 formula down, and that's what's worked for Halo. And you've made this huge push towards big team, and it's not working out. You need to bring things back to their roots for real. I miss Halo. I miss being on an even playing field. I miss going on to Zanzibar and playing one flag, or hiding on Zanzibar behind the seawall with the bomb while a team that was pretty much obviously cheating looked all around the map for us. Halo 3, I missed Valhalla before there were range issues and before the overpowered. Just 9 days, 12 hours I've put into this game. playing it, trying to like it, and I've just come to the conclusion that the way it is right now, I can't do that. I can't. And I've tried. I've tried and tried and tried because my love for this series always comes through. And I'm sorry, I'm rambled. I'm looking at the clock now and it says 10 and a half minutes. But a lot of this just needed to come out. Like I said, I got married in July and 40 hours a week, and I've still managed to put over 200 hours into your game, and it feels like you're not listening. That hurts us. You're killing the community with lack of responses, or anything negative said towards you is censored on the Waypoint forums. What is that? And then saying that we need to be more. You know what? I will concede. I will concede one thing, and we do need to be more professional with it. But at the same time, there's a huge difference between constructive criticism and blatantly just beating you over the head with something. And I think, honestly, the community as a whole has tried to find that balance. We've tried and tried and tried to tell you what we want, but it just feels like it's falling on deaf ears. So, me, I'm a nobody. I have about maybe 70 or 80 followers on Twitter. My best ranking was a 43 in Halo 3. I was a 25 in Halo 2. I'm not a pro. I just started playing competitively. I am nobody, but I am your demographic. If there was just one thing, I know I've ranted and raved, and you probably won't even get a chance to watch this. Hardly anybody will. But if there's just one word, it would be listen. Listen.